I just wanted to say a few things about the first need that we list in our 12 needs, which we call the pleasure need. And I led with this because as you begin to understand the brain and our nervous system, you begin to realize that we're wired for happiness. We're wired for joy, for pleasure. If you look at just the chemicals in the brain, what you begin to realize is all the chemicals are designed to be released when a person's in safety and connected to people that love them. And then it releases these chemicals that create feelings of pleasure, joy, love. That's the design. That's the chemicals that are available. And they're all to produce very positive emotions. And then you look at our central nervous system, the vagus nerve, and you got a sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system, and you find that they work best when you're connected and safe. And when you do, it releases the four chemicals. You go to your parasympathetic nervous system, and there you're able to experience pleasure, love. And so what we see is we're wired for love. But take it even further. If you look at the decisions you make throughout a day, what you begin to realize is so many of them are guided by, will this be enjoyable? Will I like this? From what I eat to what I do with my free time to where I travel on vacation. Something in our brain is constantly avoiding pain, avoiding uncomfortable emotions, wanting us to just experience positive emotions, pleasure. And to me, one of the tragedies of complex trauma is you don't have connection and safety, so you don't get the four chemicals. You're not able to go to your parasympathetic nervous system. Therefore, you don't experience joy. You don't experience true happiness. All that you're left with is pleasure in the sympathetic nervous system that gives some pleasure, but it doesn't deeply satisfy. It doesn't lead to contentment because you're still in your sympathetic nervous system. And so complex trauma takes this very primary need of pleasure and messes it up. And now people start to still pursue pleasure, but through all the wrong avenues. They don't use the correct recipe to get to true happiness. They now use all these other recipes that get to pleasure, but not true happiness. And so what we're going to look at as we look at these 12 needs is the recipe to get to true happiness. And hopefully it will help you.